Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Alright, greetings denizens and non-denizens. Welcome to Mass Effect. I agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker!
Of course there is.
Status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get
Everything's
that, Commander?
green on my screen. He made him mad. I'm gonna say I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
I'm sure he is. He's got to deal with Nihilus. And there's some serious stuff going on. Alright, let's get on with everything. We've just finished talking to Joker and getting where we need to be, and then we're going to find out what the Spectres are doing on the ship. Spectre.
They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Yeah, if you walked through here too quickly, you'd interrupt what they were saying. You wouldn't get to hear it. So be mindful of that. If you walk around the ship too fast, or anywhere too fast, you'll miss sometimes funny dialogue. It's usually pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to kill Presley. I want to talk to him.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Absolutely. He's pretty upset.
Yes, Berkeley, yes.
I heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander, just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
Yes, Presley is Barclay from Star Trek, in case you didn't realize that. Kind of shocked me when I found it out. What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
You are very right to assume that, because Spectres are above the law. They can do whatever they want, in a manner of speaking. They can't do anything they want, but close enough. I'm not gonna yell at him.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Presley does not like aliens.
Something I can do for you, Commander?
I was curious about a few things.
You and me both. Like I said before, too many things don't add up on this mission.
Take some time to get to know our crew. I mean, we're new. We just got here.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Alright, we're not gonna tell him he's wrong, because we're smarter than that.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
We know we're gonna look into it. I don't know why. We can ask again. And I guess we have short-term memory problems on top of some mental scarring.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Well, look at the ship you're in, Presley. You're in the most advanced Alliance ship in the entire fleet. Wondering if something's going on. You have stealth systems and numerous other things.
You know how you said the thing about short-term memory loss? This game, it'll repeat for you, but in Dragon Age, when I did that, I got punished.
That was Negative.
You don't trust Nihilus.
Learning from their mistakes.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
In case it's a surprise to you, the war with the Turians was relatively brief, but very, very bloody. And many losses on both sides. And so much so that both parties wanted to call the war off. Which is shocking, since we were a new race who had just barely got our feet wet in space exploration, and the Turians have the largest fleet out of all the Citadel races, and we pushed them back. They're still bitter about it. That was a long time ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
The humans, this is like the Enterprise era post-Federation Star Trek. Well, we're kind of there, but we don't have much say.
I better head down and see the captain.
Yes, sir.
Do that first. We're gonna ask more pointless questions of the crew.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Come on.
You watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
I doubt that's why he's here. Yeah, he's gonna kill the whole crew. Watch out.
Oh yeah, just one guy. He's got the power.
He might be able to pull it off, except for Shepard. He has nut
Shepard's like Jesus.
Yeah, let's interrupt.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, raw recruits. I always think war is full of fun and games and action, and it's gonna be well, and then you regret every moment of it. Doctor's right.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Yeah, you're alright. Always, mind yourself there, that exuberance.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
So I killed some big worms, and makes a big deal about it. Those big worms.
Rush.
About the size of, 4 Makos stacked on top of each other, and armor plating as thick as your leg, but...
Can we say all 3 of them? Can we choose all 3 at once? Don't play the hero. There's no rush. Be careful.
This is,
I mean, all 3 of them, if you said it like that, it would be okay. Like, don't play the hero. There's no rush. Be careful. And then it would be good. But, don't be a hero is like, don't be a hero. And then punch and destroy the universe. And it's terrible. Yeah.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
Are you sure about that? I got a funny feeling something might happen to you. I don't know. Call it intuition.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
It's possible it's Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Doesn't mean they go, all desperado and start killing everything in sight. There's some manner of control there. Become a Spectre on raw capability alone.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
God.
Why would you be so mean? I think you wouldn't want to think about it again. Your entire squad died. Everyone you knew died, but I don't think you'd just smack them around.
I try not to think about it, Coos.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
I don't know. It's hard not to dwell on you just phasing into existence like that, but we'll pretend it didn't happen. I'm gonna...
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
For all the peacefulness, it is on the edge of the expanse, and that's not good.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Captain Anderson's probably very impatiently waiting for us.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Precisely what I was thinking. We've kept him waiting long enough. Where is Captain Anderson? I was told he would be here, not you.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Where's Anderson?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I keep hearing that too. Suppose you need me for something important, don't you? I wouldn't know. I haven't been there.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Well, it was safe, but I'm going to assume that something has happened. Why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
Okay, Vulcan.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Gee, really?
I knew it.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Of course. I already assumed this too. You take me for a moron? Guess we should ask what we're picking up.
What's the payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Oh boy.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Well, if it advanced our technology so significantly, then I would assume everyone wants a piece of the pie, but it is found on a human colony, so they'd better give us some incentive.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
Are you?
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
Is that what all the pointless questions were? You just walked into the room?
Like hell is.
Fuck this. Okay, I'm all for it. Just summed up the whole options wheel.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Naturally. First a Spectre, next a Council member. Yeah.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
We care that we're human. Especially any politicians. What's the next step? Sounds appropriate.
Just tell me what I have to do.
Why the
I need to
fuck
see your
would we
skills for myself,
refuse?
Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Yeah, I'm just gonna refuse, naturally. We're not in a hurry or anything. Those colonists can wait. I had useless questions to answer. Yeah, I'm gonna answer them.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Well, it's too bad they're gone. Sound like a cool bunch.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Let me get this straight. It was one of our earlier colonies, and we only just now find this beacon. What were we doing the whole time?
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Yes, because the Protheans would have a need for weapons when they are the only spacefaring species.
Why are the humans, like, just... why?
Weapons
it's always
all the
weapons.
way.
Yeah, everything needs to be a weapon. That's how it goes.
Well, let's ask about it, because, you know, we are asking about it.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Yeah, the Traverse and Terminus systems. There are so many criminals and pirates there that their fleets actually rival the Citadel species. It's a bit ridiculous.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Another issue about the Terminus systems is that it's comprised of all the species that were rejected. Could not join the Council species, Council races, or live on the Citadel, so they have a reason to be upset. Another thing that these questions have told us about Eden Prime is that they are not capable of defending themselves on a ground attack. They're farmers, so we have to assume that when we go in, if they got attacked, they're not there anymore.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Figures that the shit would hit the fan.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Ah, he's got a good eye. See why they picked him for the job.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
Fast and quiet.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
The dig site? Did you hear that? He sounded like he said
Helping
dig
survivors
site.
is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead.
Alright.
He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Understood.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
Down there and get this over with. It's not looking good
We
for
are
anyone.
approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Alright, let's find out what happened to these peaceful farmers. Most they would have is a few basic weapons, which is not good for us. These things are adorable. I'm not going to shoot at them. What I should probably do first is get my abilities hotbarred, assuming I have any, and I do not. Caden is the only one with abilities right now. In the spirit of keeping cannon.
What the hell are those?
Just gas bags.
Don't worry, they're harmless.
See? They're like overlords almost.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
Mini overlords. You can shoot them, they just pop. It is. They're practically defenseless. I believe there's some junk back here. It's an important mission, but we do have the time to stop and grab random loot.
By junk, you mean useful things.
Of course, and stuff we can always reduce to Omnigel if it isn't useful. The thing I always liked about this game was that it allowed for customizability of your weapons, your gear. It felt like an RPG still. Fancy that, and it was fun.
Wonder what happened. Yeah.
Dissipates heat. Well, that's kind of important on this gun.
I have a nasty cough.
Don't say. Armor upgrades. We're going to give ourselves everything because if we die, it's game over. If our party dies, they just get back up. No harm done. First aid or hardening? We want first aid. And we're going to give Caden the hardening because he likes to get up there and die. Do we have any pistol upgrades that he can possibly equip? No, we don't, so this is the way it's going to be. And then I'm going to make sure he has his damn pistol out, because he likes to take out a gun he's not good at using, like a shotgun, start shooting from a great distance. He's not good like that.
You see they didn't change that from Dragon Age?
Yeah.
Switch to auxiliary weapons. There's nothing in my hand.
It's a BioWare thing.
What happened here?
That just happened. It dates all the way back to KOTOR. I have a lightsaber, switch to a blaster mid-combat. It's more efficient that way. It catches my opponent off guard. Oh boy. I see something in the distance. Can it possibly be friendly? Okay, that's sound. Just walk out there. Come on, what are you doing?
Jenkins, no! That's what happens when you get too...
If you hear a strange noise in the distance, you don't just run out there.
You must not have played many video games. You always need to go behind cover.
When the cover's here, might as well use it. That's another thing about this game is the cover looks more natural than it does in the other Mass Effect games.
Yeah.
Oh, Jenkins, you wanted to fight. I told you to be careful. You didn't listen.
I want to be a hero.
It's kind of
Rip
sad,
right through
really.
shields. They're out of chance.
Shit happens.
It's pretty sad, though. I mean, this was his first mission, and he just joined the Alliance ranks, and then he gets killed. It's a Geth.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
You couldn't have seen that coming, though. Geth? They had no idea from what they'd seen. A big ship that's completely unfamiliar. Did you see that? This thing flashed up on the screen. An enemy reticle flashed up on the screen. Okay, Jenkins, I'm gonna have to leave you behind. I never really thought about it, but his name is Jenkins, as in Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, he Leroyed that.
Yeah, he did.
Flush shields!
That's why we're getting behind the cover. Okay, Caden. Please don't waste your abilities and disable that. I don't think push is very useful on things that are anti-gravity.
Here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Make sure you're careful too. This isn't the average incursion we're dealing with here. More stuff. Happy to oblige.
So glad that these people left such useful stuff everywhere.
Those were armor upgrades, so we can't equip them. I like the first aid because you do not regenerate on your own.
As it should be.
Notice how the cover is a tree and it looks like it belongs. It's not just a random chest-high thing.
Flush shields!
We can afford to take a bit of damage, but Caden seems to be taking a lot. I'm just distracted by you.
That's so cute.
It's rather silly. They're kind of distracting. They're going to get me killed. One of these days.
Of that.
I'm sure one exists. If there's a plushie of an overlord, there's a plushie of a gas bag. I think we've got everything here. Hey, you were the one who stopped the call. Nice. Good shot. What was Geth doing to that?
Why am I feeling up that bad?
Well, that's not pretty. Yeah, you better get out of there. Dragon's teeth. So they call them spikes. You do not want to find out what they do the hard way. Oh, I love when I finally can sprint. Okay, Kane, this is your time to shine. You get a push. You push that guy down, close enough. Not the right target at all, but you hit something, so I can't complain. Sometimes he hits the air,
Thanks
the
for your help,
walls.
Commander. I didn't think I was going to make it.
You're still not going to. Okay, never mind.
Shield.
Something worth noting
What
is
is
that
witchcraft?
they stopped to. The guy was recording. It's kind of like Eli from Stargate Universe. He just happened to be recording.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Yes, but more pressingly, are you okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Doing a fine job of it. What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
It's war. What do you expect? Don't blame yourself.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Well, I'm not entirely convinced. You need to come with us, though. We could use the help, but we lost our other squad mate.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
We lost our squad mate. You lost your whole squad. I'm not buying whole Geth for the Prothean beacon. Why just that?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Well, they had what they needed. Their planet of freedom.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Great. Scientists and farmers. So much for that.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Why?
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Asked enough pointless questions for now. Some of them not so pointless, of course.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Okay, the beacon and many, many terrible things. So we have points that we neglected, completely neglected to level. The first thing I do is level Charm, all the way up. And I do this for a very, very specific reason. Charm and Persuade. A lot of people always underplay this. This is a very important ability. It allows you access to many, many things. And for him, where's that barrier? Yeah, we want that. And if you're wondering why I have this, it's because I have played through the game already. And when you do that, you get special abilities for your new characters. So we have an ability that you will not have access to unless you've beaten the game. And then we'll level our combat armor up to shield boost. That way we can regenerate our shields if we're in trouble, and we have barrier to strengthen them. Caden, same thing. He tends to die a lot. By a lot, I mean a lot. And what I usually do for Caden is rush lift, because in Mass Effect 1, lift is the shit. It is literally the best ability in the game. You can lift a Colossus with it. You know, those big giant walkers that you'll encounter later that you'll see. And then Sentinel. And for Ashley Williams, she's in the same boat as me, and I usually give her assault training so she can get the basic assault rifle ability. And then, where is it? Where's her shield boost? Get that for her. And get this bumped up the next. She seems to have more points than us for that because she has a barrier. You want to get decent armor. You always want to get to at least your next tier of armor. For us, that's medium armor, I think. And you always want to level your weapons a little. You don't want to neglect them, because that's how accurate you are. When you're aiming, notice how the circle increases in size. The more points you have in your weapons, the less that happens. First thing we're going to do...
Caden's almost dead.
Yeah, he does that. We're going to make sure Ashley uses her abilities, but we want to get our abilities on this hotbar. Let's not forget to do that, because there's no point. Get her using that, and him using throw. See, I use it on the rock there. We're actually gonna...
I've lost shields!
So, use your ability, please. I love that ability so much. Isn't it useful? He's behind the rocks. Let's move in closer, we still can't get him.
Lost shields!
It's okay, we're good. Absolutely fucking amazing. Look at that. I hit him so hard, I stopped time. That is how powerful Shepard is, okay? You do not get on this guy's bad side.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
How big is this beacon?
Apparently, pretty big.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
It sounded like the beacon was just moved very quickly to a
There's
direction.
a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Well, don't get yourself in trouble, Nihilus. You're not invincible. The beacon must have been decent size if it took up that whole spot. We're getting some stuff we need to check out.
You made it sound like it fit in your pocket. No, they must have just taken it up the hill.
But for the Geth, that's possible, because I bet one of those guys could lift it up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let's look through our stuff, because we picked up a few things. We might want to equip them, like this. You know, extra damage for synthetics. How convenient we'd get that. Yeah, I'll take the better assault rifle. Absolutely. Light armor, is this better than what we have? It's less damage protection, but more shield strength. More tech and biotic protection. Not so much important now. You always get this gear. You always get this gear. You might get one other piece of armor. He's wearing pretty much the same stuff as us. He uses pistols. Got a bit better of a pistol for him. Nothing to equip. And for Ashley, I don't believe there's anything we can do. Actually, no. I'm going to keep her with the current armor she has. I don't believe that there's anything we can put on our guns. We'll call it a day at that. Actually, there's some armor stuff. 7% cooldown. We want that for, Caden. That cooldown reduction is rather important for someone with a bunch of unique and very powerful abilities. And then we save. Oh, how nice it is to have a quick save feature. I kinda missed that in later Mass Effect games. I always wonder where it went. Did we get everything there is to get here? I believe so.
There's something shiny in the distance.
There's always something shiny in the distance.
There's the particle.
Keep our gun out just in case. I bet this place did look quite beautiful before.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
You don't say, Caden. Your timing is impeccable.
Who decorated this?
Some asshole.
Oh god, they're still alive!
That's the dragon's teeth.
What did the Geth do to them?
Pretty effective strategy if you think about it. Not only do you have the Geth's numbers to worry about, you have your own. Thanks, Cade. That was definitely what I wanted you to do. No, don't do that. Do that. Push. Okay, push the floor. These guys can disable your shields if you let them get too close to you, so you gotta be careful. Still alive. Okay, Cade, I want you to push them. We overheated our weapon. Well, it's good. You get to see that. Now, you gotta be careful. Notice how Caden exploded. Not only do they damage your shields, some of that damage gets through and hurts you. This game, F is to heal. For some reason I can't do it.
Oh, you're full health.
Forgot about those guys. There's no reload because your weapons have unlimited ammo. Something they also did away with in the future. That's all you got to say? Huh? Huh?
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
And then the Fire Nation attacked. Let's just continue with that dying old meme. This is a good place for us to end the video. before we go check out these abandoned buildings, unless they're not abandoned. I'm sure someone's hiding. Anyway, as always, guys, enjoy your life.
Goodbye.
Oh, we can heal. Just set away for the cooldown.